Hello students, welcome to Narayana live classes. This is Gopinath. Today our topic is force and pressure. This is the 11th topic in our CBSE textbook. So let us learn force and pressure. Come. So first of all, what is force? So a force is a push or pull. Simply we can say a force is a push or pull. Yes. So in our daily life, we used to do so many actions like lifting the objects, moving the objects, closing the doors, opening the doors, hitting the objects, throwing the objects. Yes, in sports, we used to hit the ball and we used to throw the ball like this. Kicking the objects in football, we need to kick the ball. So like this, we used to do so many actions in our daily life. In all these actions, we will apply the force either in the form of push or pull. That's why we can call force simply as a push or pull. Let us list out the actions which undercomes either push or pull. So let us take some actions which we will do in our daily life. The first one is like lifting the objects. Second one is opening the door. Third one is closing the door. And next one is like moving the objects. And the next one is hitting the objects. Hitting. And next one is throwing the objects like a ball, a stone, anything. Throwing. Like this, these are the some actions which we will do in our daily life. Okay, so many are there, but let us take some. Okay, and list out which action undercome either push or pull. So the first one is lifting the objects. Yes, in our daily life we used to lift so many objects, either small or big. Okay, so for suppose if you see, I want to lift this duster. What I do from ground, if I want to lift this duster, what I am doing, you can see, I am pushing this object in upward direction. Is it or not? I am pushing the duster in upward direction. Otherwise, from here I want to lift the object, nothing but I am pushing. Okay, from ground I am pulling the object. Okay, from here, otherwise I am pushing the object. Understood or not? So lifting undercomes either push or pull. Means in the action of lifting, we are applying the force in the form of either push or pull. Next one is opening the door. So we used to open and close the doors. Okay, opening and closing both. Okay, we used to open and close the door. Okay, so for example, we are opening the door like this. We used to open the door like this maximum time. Nothing but we are pulling the door. Is it or not? Like this. We are applying the force by pulling, or we are closing the door. Okay, like this means we are applying the force by pushing the object. Understood? So opening and closing also undercomes a push or a pull. The next one is moving the objects. I want to move an object from one place to another place. I want to move an object. Okay, I was moving on the way, some stone was there. So I want to move that stone. What I'll do? Just I'll push that stone. I'll apply some force to push that stone. Is it or not? Okay, so if I want to move object towards me, there is a book on table. I want to move that book towards me. I want to take that object. So what I do, I pull that object towards to me. To move that object, I am applying force in the form of pulling. Nothing but moving also undercomes either pushing or pulling. And next one, hitting. So we used to play cricket, all of you, maximum. Okay, so in cricket what happens? Bowler will bowl the ball and batsman will hit the ball with a bat. So when he is hitting, nothing but he is applying the force with the bat on ball to push that ball. Is it or not? So hitting also nothing but what? He is pushing the ball with bat. So hitting also undercomes pushing only. In hitting also we are applying the force in the form of pushing. Next one, throwing. Whenever batsman hits the ball, batsman push the ball, okay, fielder will catch the ball and he will throw. He will throw the keeper. Is it or not? Throwing means nothing but what? Like this. Throwing. Nothing but pushing the ball away from him. He is applying force to push the ball away from him. So throwing also undercomes pushing. Okay, so all these actions undercomes either push or pull. In all these actions, we are applying the force in the form of a push or pull. Not only these actions, any action. If you take the kicking in football game, we used to kick the ball. Okay, nothing but we are applying the force. We are applying the force to push the ball, to push the ball. But in heavy amount, we will apply the force. Whatever it, that action undercomes either push or pull. That's why in all these actions we apply the force in the form of either push or pull. That's why we can call force simply as a push or pull. Hope all of you understand what is force. Next one is when this force come into play. When this force come into play, when force will present, a single body cannot present the force. Okay, so to present the force, to force come into play, there must be interaction between two bodies. Let us see. So if you take some actions like there is a car, there is a car, okay. A man pushing this car by applying some force. A man pushing this car by applying some force. Okay. So what is happening here? A person applying force on car. Okay. Nothing but there is an interaction between that person and car. For suppose I am only pushing the car. Okay. I am only pushing the car. There is an interaction between that car and me. Then only I can apply the force. Otherwise, if car is there and I am standing here, can I apply the force without interact that car? Is it or not? Interaction is physical interaction. Is it or not? I cannot apply the force without interact that with that car. Is it or not? Not only that one. So before we had a discussion like hitting and throwing. Okay, a batsman hitting the ball. Okay, a batsman hitting the ball means there is an interaction between bat and ball. There is an interaction between bat and ball. Then only force will apply. And kicking the ball. A player kicking the football. Okay. There is an interaction between ball and the player. Leg of the player. And I want to lift this duster. There is an interaction between my hand and duster. So in these all actions, to involve the force, to present the force, there must be interaction between two bodies. There must be interaction between two bodies. Which bodies? The first one is which is applying the force. The second one is on which force is applying. For suppose I am lifting this object. So now which is applying force? My hand is applying force. On which force is applying? On duster force is applying. So there is an interaction between my hand and duster. Then only force coming to play. Hope all of you understand what is force. Simply we can say force as a push or pull, and forces present due to interaction. Forces present due to interaction. So without interaction between objects, forces will not present. A single body cannot involve a force by itself. Is it or not? So as I said, without interacting with the car, I cannot move that car. I cannot push that car. Is it or not? So hope all of you understand what is force and when these forces come into play. So this is topic for today. Okay, let us see what points we have learned for today. So the first one is what is force? The first one is what is force? Force is a push or pull. Second point, force involves in all actions. In all actions, force involves in all actions in the form of force involves in all actions in the form of either push or pull. And the third point is forces present due to interaction. Forces present due to interaction. So these are the points we have learned for today. So the first one is what is force? Force is a push or pull. The second one is force involves in all actions in the form of either push or pull. And third one, forces present due to interaction. So hope all of you understand the concept for today. The remaining concept we will discuss in the next class. Thank you all of you. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.